Good morning, students, and sincere greetings to my all viewers. This is your English literature class. I am Khilesh Kumar, Assistant Professor in English, and welcome to this YouTube channel. And you know that in our previous video, we were reading about a very beautiful poem, "She Was a Phantom of Delight" by William Wordsworth, and we have discussed about the brief introduction to the poet in our previous video, that William Wordsworth was born in 1770 and died in 1850. He was an English poet, regarded one of the best writers in Romantic Revival period, and with the publication of lyrical ballads composed by William Wordsworth along with his friend S.T. Coleridge. So with the publication of these lyrical ballads, Romantic Revival age starts. So these are some notable poems: Solitary Reaper, Prelude, World is Too Much with Us. So you know that William Wordsworth, a nature poet, and in our previous video we have studied that this poem is divided into 3 stanza. Each stanza has 10 lines, and in the first stanza the poet mentions about the beauty of his wife, because the poem "She Was a Phantom of Delight" is dedicated to his wife Mary Hutchinson. So in our part first, the poet mentions about the beauty, the physical beauty, and he compares the physical beauty with the natural objects, because he compares her eyes with the stars, he compares her hair with evening. So now the remaining poetry. Now in close contact with her. So in the second stanza, the poet mentions about the close relationship with his wife Mary Hutchinson. So now the poet is in close contact, close relationship with her. And in this stanza, in the second stanza, the poet mentions about her human and womanly qualities. Okay, in first stanza the poet mentions about the beauty, and now in the second stanza the poet mentions about human and womanly qualities. Her freedom sought, the poet mentions her freedom when she walks here and there in the home before the poet. The poet felt her freedom sought about his virginity. She inspired poet. So she was so charming, so lovely, so cute, so pretty, that she became the inspiration of the poet. Depicts her as a gentle and soft housewife. So in the second stanza, the poet, the nature poet William Wordsworth, depicts her wife as a gentle and soft housewife. How she walks. Now the poet describes the moments. The poet describes the moments after spending more time with her. The poet describes the moments after spending more time with her. She is like a machine, because she works at home. She can work. She works hard and satisfies her husband. So now the poet talks about his wife as a gentle and soft housewife. She is seen as a perfect woman, and the poet thinks about his wife that she is a perfect woman. She can walk, she can satisfy her husband, she can be the inspiration of the poet. Next, she is so elegant, as if God created her grandly. She is so elegant, according to the poet, according to her husband, William Wordsworth, as if God created her grandly. She was perfect, she was beautiful. So, in this poem, the poet mentions her wife first as a beautiful woman. So, in our previous video, in the first stanza, we have discussed about the beauty of his wife, and the poet mentions her wife first as a beautiful woman. Now, in the second stanza, then a pleasant companion and a housewife. So, in the second stanza, the poet presents his wife as a friend, as a pleasant companion, as a true companion, and housewife. And the poet also mentions that she inspires the poet. So she was a true friend to the poet. So in the first stanza, the poet mentions about the beauty, and in the second stanza, the poet mentions that her wife is in form of a pleasant companion and housewife, and finally as an intellectual and moral being. And in the third and last stanza, the poet presents his wife Mary Hutchinson as an intellectual and moral being. So this is your poem, She Was a Phantom of Delight. And especially we have seen in this poem the poet uses so many natural objects while comparing the beauty of his wife Mary Hutchinson. You have seen stars, evenings. So William Wordsworth was a great nature poet, and he wants to convey a message regarding the beauty of nature, because nature is real according to William Wordsworth. We should live in the lap of nature. And William Wordsworth was very fed up regarding the modern life, the materialistic life, because in this materialistic life every person wants to get physical pleasure. No one cares about nature, and we should pay attention towards nature, because nature is real, nature is original, nature gives us everything. Without nature, our existence can't be in this world. So this is a short poem composed by William Wordsworth, a nature poet. So my dear students, like, share, and the candidate who have not subscribed the channel, subscribe, so that you can get all the notifications regarding English class. So thank you so much, my dear students.